Welcome to the next in the series of geography revision videos created by SRC Bede's Sixth Form Geography Department. What we are covering today is we're continuing to cover glacial landforms. One glacial landform that we see is that of an erratic. This example is from Washington State in the USA. An erratic is a large rock of the rock type which is different to that would be found in situ in the area. They are the size of large boulders and can often, in some cases, be the size of a small house. Another landform which is created is a kettle or kettle hole. Often you will see in the outwash plain that there are a series of small depressions filled with lakes or marshes. These are known as kettle holes. There are two schools of thought as to how these form. One is that they are formed when blocks of ice are washed onto the plain, melt and leave a gap in the sediments. The other thought about how they are formed is when blocks of ice break off from the glacier and are deposited. Often these holes will then fill with water to form small lakes, and aquatic plants will become established and actually lead to the development of a marshy area and then peat. Another landform which is created, and this example can be seen in Wisconsin in the United States, is a roche moutonnae. In glaciology, a roche moutonnae, or what sometimes is known as a sheetback, is a rock formation created by the passing of a glacier. The passage of a glacier over underlying bedrock often results in an asymmetrical erosion formed as a result of abrasion on the stoss or upstream side of the rock and plucking on the lee downward side. Another landform which we can often see created is the depositional landform of a drumlin. The term drumlin is derived from the Gaelic word druim, meaning rounded hill. The main features of drumlins are that they are smooth, oval-shaped small hills, often resembling the top half of an egg. They can be as long as 1.5 kilometres and up to 50 to 60 metres in height, and they have a steep end known as the stoss and a gently sloping end known as the lee. They are elongated in the direction of ice advance, with the stoss at an upstream end and the lee at a downstream end. They are often formed in what are known as swarms, and given their shape they are often referred to as being in a basket of eggs topography. The important thing to remember is that they are formed by unsorted till. That means the material that is dropped isn't sorted in any way. They are found on lowland plains such as the central lowlands of Scotland, and a well-known swarm is at Hellifield in the Ribble Valley. Many are found at the lower end of glacial valleys. Now, one thing to remember is that drumlins are actually quite a controversial landform. The reason for this is that there are two views about how they are created. The most widely held view is that they are a result of ice being overloaded with debris. This reduces the capacity of the ice to carry, and therefore deposition occurs at the base. Once this material has been deposited, it is then streamlined by ice advance and therefore smoothed, and there could be pre-existing sediment that is caught up in the streamlining process. Another landform that we find is the concept of an outwash plain. Put very simply, this is the area in which glacial meltwater outwashes material. What we've got to remember is that not all glacial landforms can be seen. One example of a glacial landform that can be created is that of a subglacial lake. A subglacial lakes are often found in areas where we have almost total ice coverage, for example, the Antarctic.